Good morning, everybody from Dead Car Rescue. Me and Flash will be working on this here LTD, and we're gonna put the gas tank on it. Might take it to the muffler shop today, might be tomorrow, but we're gonna try to get this video cranked out. That's about all this little introduction to what we're gonna do. Let's get with it. Okay, everybody, there's the gas tank we ordered. That's the way that goes. We got this hardware. Got the locking ring, and they got a locking ring with the sending unit.
Well, it's beveled.
That's bent, ain't it? This is bent. It's supposed to be flat. Yeah, that's what you get too now. It's been dropped or something, Gordon. We'll have to straighten that out before we put it down on there. That's what you get when you get something from
China.
UPS or FedEx when the box has a big hole in it. Because there's the hole that was in the box. When I got it, I could look in there and see the sending unit.
Let's see if we can straighten this up.
All right, Flash gonna try to straighten that sending unit out without breaking it.
We might just take the pliers. Here's where the good meat is.
I'm thinking this end needs to be bent this way toward my finger.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's better than it was. Still needs to be.
There.
I'd lay that on this vise right there on this part and just peck it down flat. Let me get you a hammer.
About how far you want to go, be able to go with it.
You can see better than I can because I'm looking through a camera.
Just come down. Look straight. Which way you need to go?
Looks pretty good except for right. Let's see.
Which way's that
Hold
need
on
to
a
go?
minute. I don't know. It looks good to me. You put it in there, you'll see if you have to bend it some
Well,
more.
that thing, when you put that thing down there and turn it on, it'll probably straighten it right out.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go install this thing. It ain't gonna hurt a thing. Gas is made out of oil.
Little seal goes right here.
Grease is made out of oil.
You put that on first, then the seal. Put the seal on first, then you drop this down in there. Of course, you can figure that out once you start doing it. I guess there's some people has put that thing on there and then said, it's leaking gas. Daddy, it's leaking gas. Did y'all put the seal in it, son? What seal? Wasn't no seal with it. Yes,
Yeah.
there was, son. Did you look? See this seal, son? Oh, well, Daddy, I didn't see that a while ago. Now take the gas tank back off and let's do it again.
Got a Knots there and knots. There it is.
Goes just like that. No. You gotta have those little tangs built up the top to bump it with. Never replace the seating unit. This is a luxury for people in Arkansas. For poor people that don't have a lot of money, they're just trying to make ends, make it run again. That's what I said. Well, if you don't care about details, you just want to make it run again, you could stick a boat gas tank down in the back of the trunk and zip tie it down, stick your hose in it, and run it.
We got no way of pressure.
There's the
testing
finished product. You can see that right there.
this. We have no way of testing it though.
Hey, it's Arkansas. It's good enough. Okay, this is a filler neck. As you can see, it doesn't really look too good. And I've been cleaning up a little bit on it because the scale and stuff was so bad on the outside, you can see. Using a file and a wire brush and whatever else I can get my hands on. Me and Flash are gonna go take the LTD to the muffler shop. So come along with us. We did notice we got a leaky manifold gasket. It's on the driver's side and it looks like it's gonna be a booger to get off. She is. All we gotta do now is strap her down. Okay, I got a new exhaust system put on it. Fire up there, Flash, see what it sounds like. You can hear that exhaust spitting up there at the manifold just a little bit. All right, we're gonna load her up. Head back to the house and put a carburetor kit in it. Just got the carburetor kit. And there she is. Good job, Flash.
Like a brand new car.
I know. There's a new tailpipe.
Way off over here, boy.
All right, we got the carburetor off of it. I did put a new pump in it. I mean, a diaphragm and an accelerator pump. But I do know that the power valve was hard as a rock. It was stopped up. I just put it back in there. We did find a bunch of trash in the carburetor since I've cleaned it out, but we found out that there was trash in the line when we hooked the line up to the carburetor from the gas tank, the new gas tank. We blowed the line out, but there was still trash in it, and it stopped up. I read about the fuel pump. So all we did was replace that line coming from the fuel pump to the line that goes down along the frame. There's the old power valve. All right, remember which hole this is hooked into?
What's that?
This little line right here, see? It's hooked into this one on the inside.
I don't think it'll go in that one. It might. But you can see where it was at.
Yeah, I know where it's at. Yeah, I did not replace that. So,
We hope we got one in the kit.
yep.
We won't worry about that right yet. There ain't no need to take none of that off, right?
Nope.
This either.
No, you get it tore down, but you got to take the jets out of it.
We gotta make sure we can blow through them holes right there.
Mm-hmm. I used a carburetor cleaner on it the other day, and it worked out pretty good.
Well, look at that trash.
Yeah, you know that's down in those jets.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yee, it's nasty looking. There's a kit we got. Walker. I think that's a good one. Made in the USA. I know it's a good one.
Walker's probably better than a crawler.
I guess.
You was a crawler when you was
See what these look like here.
You was a crawler when you was a kid. When you growed up, now you're a walker. Mm-hmm.
That one looks clean. That one looks clean. That's good.
I'm looking for that little. Let's open that. Put that on rag, Steve. Let's open that up.
All right, you just put the power valve in, right?
Power valve in.
Okay.
Now we're gonna need to put this back on there.
That's the way it goes. Right there.
No, we didn't put that new gasket on there, but think we ought to.
Yeah. Yep, do it to it. There it is. Can you get it off there now, that power valve in there? Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Old gasket, new gasket.
You know what they say about it? You got the biggest hands, Gordo. You know what they say about a man with big hands, don't you?
Yeah.
He has big gloves. Yep. Yep, gotta have big gloves, got big hands.
Why do you think they made that like that? Question.
I don't really know.
Only
I bet the man that made it is dead. We won't be able to never ever know.
gotta be a reason behind it.
We did blow the carburetor out, and we squirted brake clean through every orifice. And it was all clear. No trash come out, nothing. We do not vat a carburetor out here in Buckeye, Arkansas. We don't even have a vat.
We do the bottom.
Okay?
Over. Now, the Jess is in. The stopper's in. All right, we're going to put that on. It'll be next. This the new one?
Yep.
That's a new one.
That's a new one. It don't matter because I'll keep this one for some of my stash.
Okay. Sprangy dangy.
That's the way it goes. No. Turn it upside down. That's the way it goes.
That's right. There's this pump. Got the pump up against there. Can we put this on and then put that on?
No, you put that on last after you get the
That's
top
what I'm
on it.
saying.
Just put 2 screws in it on this side and leave those 2 out.
Gotta figure out which way this goes.
It goes
Here.
this way, that way, just like that.
Now, this is where the long screws comes in at.
Tighten them up, but you get it all tight and then take them 2 back out.
Yeah.
Because you put that other lever on there.
Not these two.
Take these 2 back out.
Okay. Now. Everything should be lined up. Okay. How you want it done, Bubba?
Screw them all the way down and
All the
screw them
way
out
in.
1.5 rounds.
Well, you didn't do this,
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
did you?
Yeah, but then after I got
Round and a half.
Yeah, but then after I got it running, it wasn't running right, so I started fiddling.
Round.
Round and a half.
And a
That's
half.
it. That don't mean that's where it's gonna be forever.
Nope. Round and a half. Okay.
That's just a good starting point for you to start with.
Yes, sir. Now we got to put these back in. They are ready. Right on.
Yeah.
Got a ball. Got a ball and a plunger.
Yep. I don't see anything wrong with the other ball.
No, I don't either.
I mean, they don't wear out.
Nope.
I think it's if you drop it on the floor and you can't find it.
Probably so, but if it's shiny, I'll put a shiny one in there. Let's see something here.
They put 2 in a pack like this because they think, well, this
Well, if you drop one,
you got an extra. And this guy lives in Arkansas. We better put an extra one in there because you know he's going to drop it. You trying to feel a difference?
you can.
Good luck.
This one's smaller than this one.
Okay, whatever. Whatever, Flash.
Still smaller. We're gonna go, where's the original?
Right there.
But it's the same.
Okay.
That one's bigger.
All right.
I learned that from Si. If anybody don't know who Si is, point that camera towards me. I'm not Si, but me and Si's got competition going on.
You was Si when you had that big long beard.
Yeah.
Like Si. You and Bobby both had beards come down to your nipples on your chest.
Wait a minute, Steve. We got. If something goes down this hole,
That's where,
right? You follow me?
put it on there.
We could have dropped a ball in there.
Yeah.
That's okay. Hang on. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the. No, I'm looking for that thing that goes in here to hold it down. Right here. Okay. And I know it ain't gonna stay in there, but you
Stick it
gotta
down.
get that.
You can do it.
You gotta get that lined up. Look at there, look at there.
You can do it.
I wonder what this. That's in there for a purpose. I don't know what.
Now, see, as smart as technology is today and all the stuff we learn, we still don't know what that does. There's just some things men are not supposed to know about. See, if somebody invented this carburetor.
Okay.
The guy that invented this carburetor is the same guy that invented the automatic transmission and then shot himself.
Wonder what that does. I ain't seen one of them in there unless it's rotted, unless it goes in here. That's probably what this mess goes to. Okay, we got the power valve in, we got the jets in, we got the
Accelerator pump diaphragm.
accelerator pump in,
And
got our gaskets in. All right, now next is the needle valve and seat.
Yep.
I'm sorry, not the needle valve, but the seat.
On these carburetors, folks, these are so simple to overhaul. If you just watch what you're doing when you tear them apart, you can easily put them back together. And if you videoed it, it would be a lot better if you told yourself, if you've never been into one, if you told yourself this come out of this hole or whatever, and then if you have a problem, just play back your video and look at it. And it'll tell you exactly where you took it out from. But remember that little ball underneath that little stem? Because a lot of people will turn the carburetor upside down, it'll fall out, they never knew the ball was there. And they'll put it back together and the ball's not gonna be there, and then the stem is, and it's not gonna work right. I'm not saying I've ever done that.
Okay.
I got a friend that did.
We took this other one out with a screwdriver. You don't have a screwdriver now. Now I gotta go get a wrench.
Okay.
Got to get a wrench that fits that, and there it is.
And you got your little gasket down there.
You got it on there, see it?
Yep.
And folks, this ain't got to be tightened up with no ratchet, because this one never had a ratchet. All it had was a screwdriver. Okay.
This is my stash box.
Now, we got to get this. Okay. There's a new spring. There's two of them. I don't know which one.
You don't need chain springs. I just leave it like that. That didn't work good.
All right.
That's made out of better stuff anyway. That's Chinese stuff.
Right now, where is the little clipper dipper? Right here.
You gotta hang out on this.
Yeah, which way? Goes up. Right? Like that?
Yep.
And then that goes
That's gotta come back out.
like that.
Yep.
Well, I was going to put a little, we got any oil? Right here, some.
Yep.
Hey, this is some good stuff here. Just need a drop or two. Yep. That way, if there's any dirt in that hole, any grit,
Now that clipped on the back side of this old one here.
it's got one in it.
This little ridge.
It's got one. That one had one all the way around.
That's what held that. That's what held that clip down.
That's what holds that spring in.
Yeah.
But now, if you turn it upside down, it won't fall out.
Right.
Nothing will fall out. Okay. Everything's in here
Yep.
except gas. You want to pour some gas in it now?
No. Not really.
Not really?
I know it was float level was okay.
Okay. Like I said, that new needle valve and seat's going to change it, but you won't never know it. Okie dokie. Pinocchio. Is this the old gasket?
Yep.
It's tore up.
And there's a difference the way that gasket goes on too.
Yes, sir, it is.
See the 4 holes where the screws go? They're all lined up. Watch this.
Yep. Can't get it backwards. Can't get it backwards.
A couple of them might line up. But
No,
they
that
look-
ain't.
No.
There you go.
Okay, Tater Bob.
Now this little thing here has got to go down. Okay.
Yeah, you
Can
push.
we put that on later?
Yeah,
Okay, you already know that.
you push down on this and hook that into this first, and then you twist the top around and set it down.
Like that?
Yeah, now just twist it around where you need it and set it down there. Put your screws in it.
I think somebody has done this before.
Probably have.
I'm talking about you,
Oh,
not me.
yeah, I took it apart 2 times.
I took all them screws out a while ago. I'm trying to get this off. It won't come off. It won't
Yeah.
come off. And there ain't no nothing. Look. There ain't no screw. Who had ever figured that would have held that together? All right, folks. You see that? Without this tag,
That's an auto light
you
carburetor.
ain't got a clue what happens. You ain't got a clue what to start ordering if you ain't got that number.
Which I didn't have to have that number to order this because They said, is it the original carburetor that come on the car? I said, yes, it's auto-like carburetor. He said, we've got it in stock. You could have heard my jaw hit the concrete floor when he said we got it in stock. I'm used to hearing, we can have it here tomorrow. We don't have it in stock.
Tell them what the one guy told you about that. Get you a carburetor kit for this for this.
Yeah, I went up there this morning. I said, I ordered a carburetor kit. And I said, I don't remember where I ordered it from because I called like 15 parts stores. He said, okay, you ordered a fuel pump? I said, yeah, I did. He said, okay, got that. And the carburetor kit, he said, we got an Edelbrock carburetor kit for so and so much money. I said, my car don't have an Edelbrock carburetor. He said, yeah, it does. And he spun it around. And I said, look, you just asked me, was it 2-barrel, 4-barrel? And that's a 4-barrel Edelbrock. I said, I don't even know if Edelbrock was in business in 1969. He said, oh, okay. I said, well, I don't want that. I said, I don't need that. I need a carburetor kit for a auto-like carburetor. Make a long story short, you're going to get those type of guys at the parts stores.
You see that anywhere?
No, but that looks fine.
Yeah, I don't really know what that's for. It ain't gonna seal that hole up, that's for sure. It is not gonna do that. That is for sure.
For sure.
For sure. For sure, man.
I know a lot of y'all getting bored watching this carburetor overhaul, but there's people out there that's probably going to get ready to do this pretty soon, and they're seeing what we're seeing, and it's going to make them a little more acquainted with the carburetor when they start working on it. They can say, well, dang, if those guys can do it, we can do it, you know, and you can do it on these. And there's some carburetors, like for the Toyotas and stuff like that, I'd recommend having somebody else to do it. I would myself, because we don't know nothing about that kind of stuff. But most of these, like two-barrel Rochester carburetors for Chevrolets and Quadrajet carburetors for Chevrolets, those are easy. These are easy. One-barrel anything, like old Chevy trucks or old cars back in the years, back in the 40s and 50s. Those things are easy to work on. Just kind of remember by videoing what you did when you tore it apart. Because you can say you're going to remember that stuff. Oh, I'll remember it. And just lay the parts all out there, but you could get one part backwards and that'll mess everything up. Leave one part out and that messes everything up. So maybe I'm helping you guys. For you guys that know how to do this stuff, just go to the refrigerator, get you a sandwich, you know, and leave me and these guys here to figure this out and get it done. So you might want to go to the bathroom while you're up, you know. I'm just saying. By the way, I want you to like and subscribe my channel. I don't say that enough. It really means a lot to a guy that's just growing like me, is to have more subscribers and more watchers. But, you know, you got to put stuff out. You got to put stuff out people's interested in. You can't just sit here and, like, say, this is a wrench. It's a 9/16 wrench. They make 1/2-inch wrenches, 5/8 wrenches, 3/4 wrenches, you know, kind of like Bubba Gump talking about that shrimp and all the things you could fix with shrimp. I imagine after a while, Forrest got just tired of hearing Bubba. But anyway, let's talk about something else. All right, Flash O, is that the carburetor gasket you need? This one here's got an extra hole.
It does too. This
Oh, yeah, it
one, I
does.
took that one off. It don't have no holes in it.
Okay,
But them
well,
holes really shouldn't matter about nothing.
it's going to be sealed off anyway against metal.
Yep.
Hey, there's two of those little
Hang on,
clips
hang
here.
hang on. Watch
We
this.
lost one of these.
Look here. Watch this. Do what now? That ain't the kind of clip that was on there.
It ain't?
Mm-mm. Let me show you something.
All right. You go
See
for
that?
it.
See this right here?
Yeah.
Don't work, does it?
Hey, makes it
So this goes to the front.
the back.
I'm sorry, to the back.
Yep.
It goes to the back. All right.
And you can lay them on that intake either way. You can lay it one way or the other way, but it's supposed to be at the back, that big tab at the back.
Well, that's on account of them holes in the middle.
Right.
See, this hole's closer to this hole than it is to this one. See how far it is away?
Yeah, well, it's
See how
the
close
way
it
it's
is
made.
there? I mean, you could put it in there like this,
Yeah,
but them holes wouldn't line up.
right. But some people just thinks it just goes down over the bolts. It's good.
Oh, yeah, but it ain't.
No, it's not. Line that up,
Then
folks.
and then that other gasket too. This gasket that we just took off of here, this is for like I know it's a carburetor gasket, but this come with that new carburetor, remember?
Oh, it did?
Yes.
That's Chinese stuff. This is Walker's, made in America.
Yeah.
Walker carburetor kit.
Walker, not a crawler, a Walker.
So throw that cheap Chinese stuff away and get you American-made Walker carburetor
Steve,
kit.
can you hold that cable up right there for me? And
Sure.
I'll hold this line up here. That's what you get for getting old right there. You forget. And I pulled that carburetor off and that line just came off with it, Steve. I don't even think it needs this on there. I don't know what yeah,
Yeah, this broke off at the manifold.
it is broke. There ain't no doubt.
It's actually, it's not even working. So,
And Daddy always told us if you got a carburetor pump, you don't need no choke. You don't need a choke if you got a pump.
back in the 60s, early 60s, we'd get ready to go to town. Daddy had a 57 Ford, the one that
You never checked the oil in it.
we tore up and ragged out. But we'd go get in the car, and if it was cold or whatever, he'd always pump it about 5 or 6 times. And then he'd jiggle the key, because the key didn't turn right on as soon as you twisted on it. You had to jiggle it up and down. And I remember that sound, because he did it every time.
I don't like that.
I don't either. Something wrong there.
That'd be all right. Quit.
Well, he'd start that old car up. We'd go to town. He'd drive about 30 mile an hour down the gravel road till he hit the highway, and then we'd speed up to what, 50 mile an hour maybe?
Maybe. He wouldn't go, he'd put it in low gear and he wouldn't even go 5 foot and it's already in second.
Yeah.
He didn't wind that thing up.
Boy, we did.
He said, you ain't gotta wind that thing up.
Daddy told me and my buddy Ricky one day, he said, we was talking about how far we could squeal our tires, and Daddy said, you boys, I can take my car, that 57 Ford. He said, I can burn rubber just as far as you can see, as far and as long as I want to. And I'm looking at Ricky thinking, we both tried that car, Ricky. We know how far to squeal the tires and burn the tires. You had to pee under the back tires on a wooden bridge to get it to smoke the tires. You'd be listening to Run Through the Jungle. Be sitting out there on the fender of your car, and some guy driving it down the road while you're sitting on the fender. Oh, the life of a
See, my
young
headset
man.
sit talking on there for me.
Well, you got it right there. If you just mash down, there you go.
And folks, if you don't want to break a brand new carburetor, you need to tighten up. I ain't talking about putting a lot of pressure on it.
Yeah, don't tighten up one bolt
All of them,
real tight and the rest of them loose.
all of them about the same. See,
Snug each
And
one
then
of them
when
up
you do
just a
that-
little bit at a time.
because if it's one of them cockeyed, you're gonna break an ear.
Cockeyed. Do y'all know what that means?
Cockeyed.
Tell them, Gordon. Tell them what that means.
Cockeyed is one of them's tight and one of them's loose. That's cockeyed. Both of them got to be the same. They cockeyed, they're gonna break an ear. All right, now you can put some pressure on them.
Y'all learned a new word today.
Yeah.
Cockeyed. By the way, this old red dust right here that come out of that exhaust, that filler neck yesterday, it got me last night. I've been sneezing and coughing and didn't have a mask on. Of course, my wife knows
1960.
I don't do that. I don't put a mask on.
That's 1969 model stuff he's breathing.
Yeah, that stuff, I didn't think I was breathing it, but I was.
1969 model stuff.
You know what, Flash, I noticed something. This right here goes right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it goes there. But the reason why I didn't put it there, they didn't have it there because look what that radiator thing should have been a 90, but it ain't.
Right.
See what's been rubbing the hood right there? When
Yeah.
you shut that hood, the hood's gonna rub right there. But Ford Motor Company done that. We didn't.
Now, I do a lot more than filming. Y'all see me filming a lot, and Flash doing all the work. But that's just the way you work when
Sometimes you hear
you're
about
when you're
yourself.
teaming up on something like this. Too many cooks in the kitchen make stew taste bad. I just made that up. What is it? Too many cooks in the kitchen, I don't know, burn the food. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah.
Now here's, you need a pair of needle nose.
Huh.
Okay.
That's this screwdriver.
Okay.
But I need to see.
Let me get the,
No, I might.
okay.
Yeah, I had a light.
Anybody ever work with
I need
your
a
older
light.
brother? See,
I need a
just,
light.
that's what I was just gonna get you, and you said you got it.
I thought I could see it.
See, that's what
Here
you
you
get
go.
when you work with your older brother.
Here you go, Bubba.
Yeah, see? As long as it's his ideas, it's different.
No,
But
I
you're-
couldn't see.
Your little brother, and you know,
And they make a tool for this, but I don't have one. I'm gonna show you my tool.
that's why they give you two of them in a bag. Because people make their own tools like Flash.
You see my thumb?
Nope, ain't on there. About ready to fall off.
This ain't really what was on there.
That's why you need needle nose pliers,
You know
Flash.
what? This is not the one that goes on there. The one that goes on there, it goes through, it clips. All right, let me try a pair.
I told you. Don't you have to
Be good, a pair of eye tweezers.
those pliers.
Eye twitchers. You know it? Eye twitchers, Bubba.
And those are brand new. I just bought them from Harbor Freight.
Oh, Lord.
Well, Harbor Freight's going to be my new sponsor someday. So.
Yes.
All right.
Okay,
There it is.
we're ready for some gasoline. I got some right here. It won't hurt to pour this in there because it's not going in the carburetor, it's going in the manifold. Okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right. Just a little adjustment on the carburetor. Those screws that we screwed in. I said screw them in a round and a half. What you do is you screw those things out until it gets the highest RPM and it smooths out. And then you stop. You can back it back in maybe a quarter round after you think you're there. It still won't make much difference. But just the highest RPM is what you're looking for. Then you leave it alone. Your carburetor's adjusting. I don't think that's on there real good, Gordy. Right there.
Got that hole. Can we put that hole in there?
Yeah. There you go. Let's take it for a ride.
All right, let's do it.
Take your coat just in case we break down and have to walk back.
Get some heat in here.
Okay, gonna take our first test drive since we overhauled the carburetor. Well, it's quiet now, isn't it?
Yeah, buddy.
How's them brakes feel without that one brake working on the front
We'll try it.
because the line stopped up? The right front brake,
Show you why. Show you why. Just a bit.
the right front brake line is stopped up, and we've ordered it twice and they've come in wrong both times. We're still running around on wore out tires. Okay. It's pulling to the
That's
left.
the one that's working.
Yep. So the right one is not working, and then also the windshield wipers are not working because the switch is broke. You can hear that brrrr coming from that manifold, but if you ever take those bolts loose,
You know anybody in a white truck
no, what?
that's pulling in your yard?
I don't know.
Other than the tires, this thing rides and drives like a dream. 40 mile an hour, folks. I could turn it loose right now and drive straight.
On these tires.
I blame it more on the darn road than I do the tires. My new car on this road feel like it's the log wagon.
It looks like my wife coming at us. Yep, it is. I want a wrench. I heard a wrench fall off or something. A socket or something. We don't know. That's what happens to your tools, buddy, when you lose them. So I don't know what happened to that 9/16 wrench. We was working on the car and we had it right here. Did you put it up? Nope. Don't remember it. And it's gone forever.
That's enough of that heat. Man.
Spun rubber or gravel. Somebody sent me a comment. They said they had one of these cars with a 390. He said, man, that thing would burn that back tire off.
Let's see if it will. I wouldn't know right now.
He might have had a 4-barrel on his.
That gear works.
Yep.
We're gonna look for a wrench. Socket, wrench, whatever. If it's laying on the highway, if it ain't laying on the highway, we don't worry about it too much.
No, we lost it forever, whatever it was. Okay, it's gone. We'll find out when I get back to the toolbox and we need a wrench and can't find that one no more, or whatever it was. Could have been a screwdriver.
What's this? Gonna kick back.
Yeah, it needs a little better cleaning up inside. I can see the stuff I didn't get to. I just kind of wiped it down. The carburetor seems to be working good.
His driveway, wouldn't yours?
Yeah.
Horn don't blow.
No. My wife's been chopping.
Steve, this car's almost too big for your little doors.
I know.
I noticed that fender over there a while ago. I bet I didn't miss that thing that much. You want to pull it back up in there or what?
Yeah, just pull it back up in there. Yeah, it's a wide old car.
Need to be idle down, son.
Nah, I think it's fine. That's fine with me. We'll drive it some and play with it. Okay, everybody. That's going to end the video on the LTD. We're not going to be doing any more videos on repairs. The reveal was supposed to be tomorrow. We called the guy that owns it, a friend of ours, and he said just bring him a ticket and he would write us a check for everything he owes us. Then he gave us the shocking news. The shocking news is we get to keep the car. Don't ask me why. He trusts us. He said he would rather it stay over here with us instead of sitting back in the barn again. That's a good idea, because if you let a car sit up, you see what's happening to this one. You see what 22 years of sitting in a dry barn does to a car. All the stuff we had to put on it, and all the money we spent getting it back on the road again. So that's a lesson for everybody out there that's got an old car, and they think, well, it'll still, you probably pour some gas in it, it'll run again. Yeah, it will, but you're not going to be able to drive it anymore. Remember those brake lines. Those brake lines just collapse after time. And brake fluid, you got to get out there and pump those brakes and drive those cars up and down the road. That's what you got to do to them. You got to drive them, even if it's every other weekend. Get it out and drive it 4, 5, 10 miles, and keep it limbered up, keep the gas fresh in it, keep the oil changed, and keep things moving. Everything moves when you drive a car that needs to move. Fuel pump, water pump, bearings, all that stuff will sit there and deteriorate. The belts and the hoses, and you need to drive them. So that's a lesson for all of us. If you don't want us to come rescue your car, you need to do it yourself. Rescue it before it dies. We appreciate Travis for doing this like that and letting us have this car. We're gonna go some car shows, and next year we're gonna take it to Park Hills, Missouri. They got car shows and events up there, and we're gonna take it as just a survivor. We'll probably just clean it up and enjoy it. So the old clock on the wall says it's time for us to really get on out of here now. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching our videos and liking it. I appreciate it. Me and Flash say goodbye to you, and God bless you.